I hit the wrong button. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Bowling League Spike Magazine Trophy Week number 4, BB&S aside. Welcome to the stream. And we've got a good one for you tonight. We are at the top of Division B tonight. It's going to be league champion Doug the Minotaurs, White Skull Windbreakers versus Venger's Mr. Yuck, Orcs versus Nurgle. Boy, that's a matchup. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at the two rosters. In Division A, currently in first place, Nick Satan's Cenozoic Park, a Lizard team, 2-0-0, is in second place. The second of only 3 undefeated teams here in Division A. The Dead Poets, S Beavers team, an undead team, 1-2-0 is their record. And in third place, playing this evening off stream, is El Nubaruna's Stairway to Nuffle, an Underworld Denizens team, 1-1-1 is their record. And over in Division B, currently in first place, Eric's Alphitus Australis, a Wood Elf team, 2-1-0 is their record. Look at the top 3. They're all 2-1-0, and only one touchdown separates first and second place. Mr. Yuck and the White Skull Windbreakers, Vengers and Doug the Minotaurs team, respectively. They are tied for second place. They are facing off tonight. At least one of these teams is going to end tonight in first place. We'll see who it is, or maybe it's both. Oh, I'm glad you sorted it out, Clivus. I started talking with my mic muted just a few seconds ago, so. First up, the home team, the White Skull Windbreakers, coming in a TV of 1,490,000 gold with a 13-player roster, has the big guy, the troll, 4 of the blockers, 4 very skilled blitzers, 2 linemen, a goblin, and a thrower, 1 apothecary, 3 rerolls, and look how many fans are dedicated to this team. 6. He's going to be up against Venger's Mr. Yuck tonight, a Nurgle team, coming in a TV of 1,080,000 gold, an 11-player roster, so that means 410K in petty cash. Coming to Mr. Yuck tonight, you know what that means. I think that means a morgue. We'll talk about that in just a second. Has a big guy as well, the rat spawn, Mr. Yuck himself. 3 of these bloaters, has 3 pestigores as well. 3 pestigores and a bunch of linemen. 4 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. How do the 2 teams play tonight? Oh boy, well, let's talk about the Orc team. Look at this highly skilled Orc team. 4 big and blockers. Just 1 has leveled up with the block skill, but all of them have a strength of 4. The troll, of course, with that strength of 5. The big guy with mighty blow. These 4 blitzers. They're blitzers, so they come with block. 3 of them have guard. 3 have mighty blow. 2 have tackle. A nasty group of players right here. He has leveled up the thrower as well. Picked up on the ball here. This gives him basically a free 3 movement for any passing or kickoff reception. So on the kickoff return, an extra 3 points of movement. That's great. Pick that up along with block as well on the thrower. Has the sneaky get in this goblin. Has block on a lineman. Lots and lots of block on this roster. Lots of strength on this roster. Lots of mighty blow. Lots of guard. He is going to kill players tonight. He's all about murdering these players. This is a bashy team. He has bashy skills. He's got the Fowler as well. He's going to be trying to get that player advantage and just remove these Nurgle players. He's going to be going in, basing players, beating up on them, leveraging the guard to get the 2 die and indeed the 3 die blocks. Mighty Blow to help him get the removal as well. 4 players with Mighty Blow. Tackle can mark some of the more important players on this Nurgle team. I mean, it's a really good roster. He's going to be up against Mr. Yuck, who is a fresh team and doesn't have a lot of skills. You can see just 1 level player on this roster, that's Tide Pod, has picked up Frenzy, can try to use Frenzy to remove players, but more likely it will be the case that Tide Pod will be used to move players out of position. Tide Pod is going to have to be a key player tonight to try to get the advantage on offense and maybe even on defense. But I think this team, what they need to do is it's just about fundamentals for them and about waiting for the White Skull Windbreakers to just make mistakes, because you don't have the skills to go up against them. You're really going to have to play more like a more defensive team. Push them away. Keep them away. Don't let them get their blocks on you. Keep your formation in check. Don't let their marks start to squeeze you in. Make sure that you control pitch with your tackle zones, so that you can go where you need to go. Keep these Pestigors free with their horns so you can get that 2-die blitz, maybe even a 3-die blitz if you can all help it. Oh, Old Gamer Mike, thank you very much for the sub. Very kind of you. I appreciate it. Thanks, and welcome back to the stream. Have you ever had a team killed to the point they had to drop, Old Gamer Mike says? No. We've had teams killed, but they played on. That's right. Yeah, and beyond the fundamentals, I think unfortunately, it's going to come down to whatever Mr. Yuck picks up in the inducement phase. Morg is affordable. Morg is great. I think, what else? What else do they have? I think they have Lord Borak, the Despoiler. That's a strength 5 player. If I remember correctly, he has Mighty Blow +1, Dirty Player +2. Has Block. That's an option as well if he wants to save some money, maybe for a wizard as well. I don't know. This is a really scary matchup tonight. Mr. Yuck, clearly the underdog, but they've both these teams again have been at the top of the charts. They're tied for second, and now they're going to face off here in week 4. Oh boy, scary matchup. All right, let's stop beating around the bush and see if the coaches are ready to go. Looks like indeed they are, so we'll wait for this game to get underway. I know we're a little early here, but I don't know what else to say. It's going to be an uphill fight for Mr. Yuck tonight. They could certainly pull it off. They do have those pitch control skills with what's it called? Not disturbing presence. Foul appearance. Foul appearance, if somebody tries to take a block on a player, if they roll a 1, they're not taking that block. That can be huge here for Mr. Yuck tonight. I think he needs to just sort of rely on those skills, rely on that frenzy if he can get good use out of the frenzy and pull a player out of position, and just make Doug roll dice. Hopefully he'll run out of rerolls, and now you can start thinking about what you're going to do on your turn. Otherwise, you can't give him the blocks because he's going to kill you. So you just got to play fundamentals where you push him away, keep yourself safe, keep your formation in check, keep your tackle zones on the pitch, and maybe give a few prayers to Nuffle along the way. BB Incesticide asks, so the league mixes developed and fresh teams? Yes. So at the start of the season, so we have 4 competitions in a season. 3 are opens, and the final one's an invitational. And at the start of the season, you have to be fresh, but then over the course of the season, you can keep playing the same team for each competition, or roll a new team. That's correct. Yeah. If a team plays 3 comps and you join later, say you join in the competition 3, you will be. He's picking up Lord Borak and a keg, a cheerleader, and a coach as well. All right, Lord Borak, strength 5. But yes, if you join, say, in the 3rd competition, which is the Dungeon Bowl for us, you more than likely will be up against teams that have already participated in the Chaos Cup and the Spike Magazine Trophy. Oh, cool. Well, you can join us in the Dungeon Bowl if you like. If you want to hang out in our Discord channel, I can give you a reminder when it starts up if you want to register. Yep, there's the link to the Discord channel. Mr. Yuck setting up on defense to get this game underway. But of course, if you have a fresh team and you're up against a team that's been around since the Chaos Cup, you're probably getting 500k in petty cash. So Old Gamer Mike says, I kind of want longer playoffs because it needs more games. Yeah, I can't change it. Well, I guess I can do whatever I want, but probably not going to change it mid-season, but thank you, Alexa. Probably not going to change it mid-season, but I've been thinking about maybe making the Blood Bowl double elimination rather than single elimination. Anchor defense here for Mr. Yuck, the White Skull Windbreakers on offense to get this game started. Indeed, Eric Leinhardt, welcome to the stream, playing a fresh Wood Elf team, and in first place, no less. Yeah, if we change the Blood Bowl to be double elimination, I think that would be cool. I'd have to change all my code though. But that's okay. That means every team gets an opportunity to lose once. I formation for the White Skull Windbreakers. They have the troll all the way back on in the end zone for some reason. Not sure what that's about. But all right. Very shallow kick for Mr. Yuck. It's going to be kicked to the opposing 4-yard line. It'll bounce into one space. Could bounce on the hands of Barking Backside. But remember that the thrower is on the ball, so he gets an extra 3 points of movement on kickoff return or on passes. That is very true. That's very true, Clyphus. We do have real life stuff that we have to consider. Quick snap, rolls a 2 on the D3. 5 players who are not marked will be able to move an extra space. What am I not understanding? So he didn't use on the ball. Gonna try to catch the ball here with Barking Backside. The injured Orc lineman. I'm very confused. Clyphus asks, did he make a mistake setting up? Why is the troll in the back? I don't know. I don't know. Good catch by Barking Backside. That was a 50-50 catch. And now turn 1 underway here for the Windbreakers. Looks like perhaps this was not a mistake. Not really sure what's going on. I'm intrigued. Yeah, I certainly... If this is big brain, my brain is too small to understand. For sure. Pulls this ball all the way back to mid-pitch. 2-die block on the left defensive end. Gets a knockdown here. Gets a stun to start the game. Well done. Ball currently on the Windbreakers' 14-yard line. Another 2-die block on the center defensive tackle. Gets a knockdown. Final lineman's going to be pushed away. That's Kaboom Bathroom Cleaner, the injured lineman. And now a 2-die block again going to push Kaboom away. One more chance. Finally got the POW. Well done. Breaks armor. Gets a stun. Eric Leinhardt asks, why is the troll that way back? I don't know. I don't know. Old Gamer Mike says he wants to drag the round out, so perhaps this is just get ball safe. I would agree with that if it weren't for the fact that he has so many skills against the Snurgle team. I would imagine he wants to be going in there, taking marks, and stalling toward the opposite end zone. Blitz is going to be a knockdown on the middle linebacker. Now turn 1 for Mr. Yuck. No real action yet here. 30 seconds into the turn. Both teams with 3 rerolls to their name for the half. We'll regain those rerolls at the beginning of the second half. 2-die block on the number 6 blocker. Strength 4 player. He's going to get a push out of this. 4 blockers on this orc team, all with a strength of 4. Gets a push on Air Biscuit, the blocker in the left wide zone. Now a blitz on Bull Snort. Number 6 blocker over on the right side of the line here will be a push. Blitz with Lord Borak himself. Strength 5 player, sneaky get. Pretty sure it's dirty player +2. Yes, indeed. Mighty blow, dirty player +2, sneaky get and block. Really solid piece. All right. Mr. Yuck moves forward. That'll be the end of the turn. Turn 2 back to the White Skull Windbreakers. That troll slowly lumbering forward. Oh, I see now. This had to have been a mistake. I get it now. The troll forgot about the troll, moved his player back so he could get the troll in a position so he can get really stupid out of it. I see. I see. So I'm going to go on record and say it was a mistake. It was a mistake that made him restructure his whole first turn. All right. Good knockdown on the line against Scrubbing Bubbles, Bubbly Bleach Gel. I get a 2-die block coming up on Windex, the number 2 bloater. 2-die blitz instead gets the knockdown. Using the Mighty Blow player to take the blitz. Well done. Repositions the blitzer to try to get a block on Mr. Yuck. Currently a 1-die with the block skill. Takes a mark on Tide Pod. That's the Frenzy Pestigore. Just to the right of Mr. Yuck. Ball advances to the 6-yard line for the Windbreakers. And there's the cage set up. Loose cage around the ball carrier, barking backside. Two-die block on Mr. Yuck. Oh, got it because of guard, of course. Of course, gets the knockdown here. Although you wouldn't be able to tell. Turn 2. Back to Mr. Yuck. 3 players with the guard skill on this orc team. Yeah, New Marino did that to me last week, and I thought it was a sound strategy. Oh, fails a really stupid roll on Mr. Yuck, and Mr. Yuck's going to remain prone for the turn. Von Roo, welcome to the stream. Old Gamer Mike says, was there lots of salt? No, I had a good time. There was no salt at all. I even complimented him. I was like, oh, you know what? I think that's a wise move. Lord Borak on the blitz gets the knockdown after the POW, and now it's going to take a mark on the ball carrier. Boy, I would be tempted to foul with Lord Borak. I would be so tempted. I would have been so tempted that I was picking up Lord Borak. I would have picked up I keep calling him Borat. Borak. I would have picked up a bribe. Did I block on the one who dealt it? Gets a knockdown here. Injured player breaks armor. KO. Well done. First removal of the evening. 1-man player advantage for Mr. Yuck. Turn 3 now for the Windbreakers. Vonru asks, what's Lord Borak have for stats? Strength 5. Where is he? Ooh, good armor break. Good stun. Very good stun here. Strength 5. Average AG, MA of 5, and AV of 10 plus. And then Sneaky get Dirty Tackle plus 2, block, and Mighty Blow. Another knockdown, this time on the Frenzy Pestigore. Trying to set up this cage, it looks like, or set up a future cage. He's trying to control mid-pitch. Vonru says, nice, thank you, but I originally read it as nice try. Under a minute here for the Windbreakers. Turn 3. They currently have the ball on their own 6-yard line. Trying to set up the block on Lord Borak the Despoiler. They could stand up the one who smelt it for another assist. Going to take the block on Toilet Duck first. And they'll get the knockdown. The number 11 lineman's still on the line. Troll's going to move forward and marks Scubbing. Not scrubbing. Scubbing Bubbles Bubbly Bleach Gel. I got his name wrong the first time. My apologies, Mr. Scubbing. And now there's that 2-die blitz on Lord Borak. Gets the knockdown here. 9 plus will break armor. Thanks to Mighty Blow. Doesn't get it. Ball's going to advance now to the 2, has yet to cross the line of scrimmage. And that will be the turn. Turn 3 back to Mr. Yuck. Formation's devolving into a scrum here at center pitch. Minute 30 on the clock. Mr. Yuck trying to figure out how to keep the pressure on. Went in with Lord Borak. Has been blocked out and away from the ball. Stand-up blitz by Lord Borak himself. Gets a POW on duck call. The number 4 blocker for the Windbreakers. Has Mighty Blow. A 9 plus will break armor. Breaks armor. Gets a stun out of this. Decides not to go around and mark the ball carrier. Instead, gonna get into the scrum here on the right side where that protective line is for the offense. And now, 2-die block against the one who supplied it will be a POW. Ajax Powder Cleanser taking the block. Doesn't break armor. Two-die block gets Turtle Burp will be a POW. Turtle Burp, the number 3 blocker. Just forward of the ball carrier on the opposing 6. Getting knocked down. Offense still in formation. Boy, I have some, I won't get into details, but I have some things to do that involve calling lots of people. And, oh, good injury. Wow, a second removal here for Mr. Yuck. 2 removals, 2-man player advantage, this time getting the injury. Great removal. Yeah, but it involves calling lots of people about very important things and trying to get people to do what they should do. And man, oh, it's really stressing me out. Yeah, it's like things have to fall in line by certain dates and times, or else I'm really boned. And I need people to do this, and nobody cares. Not a single person cares. I called somebody yesterday, and I was polite as can be, and she was just like, "Sir, da 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 da," and I was like, "Yeah, I heard what you said, but what if this happens?" And she's like, "Da da 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 da." I'm like, "Yeah, you just said that." I'm asking about something else. Unfortunately, if I don't call them, I have no other real contact, right? Like, I need to talk to a person. Two-dive block gets a knockdown on the toilet deck here. Breaks armor with the troll. And there's another injury. One-man player advantage now for Mr. Yuck. Yeah, I don't know what it is about modern life that makes me hate phone calls so much. When I was a kid, I would talk on the phone all the time. And these days, I'm just like, I hate it. Another armor break. And another removal. And just like that, all tied up, 9v9 on the pitch. I'm asking people for like timelines and like next steps and, you know, actionable items, and nobody cares. Not a soul cares. They're like, it could take anywhere from 2 days to 14 years. Oh, thanks. Could we maybe narrow that down a little bit? Yeah, it's just really frustrating. I mean, you know, when all is said and done, everything will be fine. But in the meantime, I need someone to care about their side of of the deal. Stand up blitz. Are you kidding me? It gets the POW. Just a stun this time, but another armor break. Good stun here for the Windbreakers. A possible conversion on this stun. Windbreakers into bonus time. Each coach has 7 minutes 30 seconds on the bonus clock. Windbreakers down to 5 minutes 10 seconds. This is their final turn of the first quarter. They're trying to figure out how to keep this ball safe and secure, where the ball carrier should go. Everyone else marked on this team. Blitz has been spent. Old Gamer Mike says the Orcs have a lot of mighty blow. Indeed they do. 3+ dodge by the ball carrier into the left wide zone. Delayed cheering by the crowd. Barking backside. Gonna rush a space forward. 2 spaces forward. And now the ball on the opposing 14-yard line in the left wide zone. Mr. Yock, final turn of the first quarter coming up. Their time to go. SP Beaver with the emergency rush warning. Thank you very much for the bits. Dog the Minotaur feeling very threatened by this defensive pressure here. decides to just get barking backside down pitch, but now he's going to be blitzed. Frenzy blitz. Fails the rush. He'll have to reroll. You got the warning. This will be a push into a Frenzy follow-up. We talked about this in the pregame, how he had to use Frenzy to his advantage for key blocks, and here it is. He's got to get the PAL, gets the knockdown on barking backside. Great job by Wenger. Wenger found a way to apply pressure with this defense without taking heavy risks. He knows he's outclassed in skills. He did pick up that big star player. Didn't want to get crazy with Frenzy. He didn't. We haven't seen a Frenzy block yet until now. Went after the ball carrier who was exposed after applying successful pressure on the offense. And now the ball lying on the ground on Mr. Yuck's own 10-yard line. Boy, can you tell these two coaches are currently in second place? Can you tell one of them is a league champion? Chain block back at the line of scrimmage against the one who smelt it. Lemon Pledge, the wonderful smelling bloater. Lefty says, I like pushing him down instead of towards the sideline and keep the ball in play. Yeah, it's a good point. So on the knockdown here, if he pushed him over here, the ball would scatter from here. There's a 3 in 8 chance it scatters off the pitch, and who knows where it goes. Instead, Wenger pushes him here, so the ball will remain in play. Two marks on the ball now. Barking backside, it's going to stand back up. Tried to pick up this ball here at the end of the turn, and didn't work out here. Second quarter is going to begin with the ball now on the 12. Mr. Yuck down to one re-roll for the half. White Skull Windbreakers yet to dip into their re-rolls. We're going to be looking to try to recover this ball. This ball, 3/4 of the way down the pitch. They have one more quarter of the pitch to get to in 4 turns. Two-die block gets a POW on Lemon Pledge. What's Pledge? Pledge is the wood stuff, right? Oh no, failed the really stupid roll with the Troll. Big loss here. Troll has lost its tackle zones. Thankfully, not a big mark that it's taking currently, but losing that strength is a problem. Two-die blitz against the Pestigore is going to work out. Magnets the Pestigore. Had the block skill, rolled 2 both down results. And that's one of the marks off the ball. I don't think I've used Pledge in 20 years. 6 seconds left in the turn here. 1 mark now for the Windbreakers. 2 marks on the ball for the Windbreakers. One die against Kaboom Bathroom Cleaner gets a push. That's the number 7 lineman. He's now been pushed into the right wide zone. And 3+ dodge is going to fail here by the thrower. He's not going to re-roll this. He says that's fine. And that'll be a turnover. Turn 5 now. Back to Mr. Yuck. Yeah, like, I don't know. Do I want like my table to smell like lemons? I don't know what's good for the table, but I don't know if I want it to smell like lemons. I can tell you what's not good for wood. I collect toys. I collect like Transformers and stuff. And I fix old ones and stuff. And I was fixing one, and I had glue. The whole point is, I really messed up my table. And I was like, you know what will get this off the table? It's wood table, of course. Alcohol will get this off the table. So I wiped the whole wooden table down with isopropyl alcohol. That was a mistake. Two-die block back in no man's land. This is against this is by Lord Borak against Duck Call. We'll get the knockdown here. Looking for a 9+. It definitely got the glue off. The table eventually went back to normal, but like after wiping it down, it was like it had like white streaks. It was very strange. It stayed that way for weeks. Two-die blitz now on the one who supplied it. This is one of the players marking the ball. Gonna push onto the ball and pushes the ball back to the 10-yard line after that block. Took the frenzy blitz, didn't get the frenzy follow-up. But the ball's going to remain grounded here on the 10 in the left wide zone. Turn 6 back to the Windbreakers. Defense doing an excellent job of stopping this Orc team so far. Fifey says, just preventing the score against isn't bad against Doug. We'll see how it goes, though. I mean, if you're on defense and you've stopped the score, you've done your job as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's a win. You've done great. Two-die block by Turtle Burp is a push with Magnets. Pushes Magnets off the ball. That's 2 Windbreakers marking the ball currently, and just 1 Mr. Yuck player, and that's Ajax Powder Cleanser. And now Pants Vomit's going to get back into this game after staring off into space for a turn. It's going to take a mark on Mr. Clean multi-surface. Takes 1 rush with the thrower. 2 rushes with the thrower. Close in on this ball, and now there's a cage just behind the ball by the Windbreakers. Whoa! Takes an uphill block against Ajax. Powder Cleanser re-rolls this. Oh my goodness gracious. I think he failed the foul appearance and re-rolled that, right? Took the uphill block. And it worked out. Just got another removal as well. You can see 4 players removed from Mr. Yuck's team. So it's a 2-man player advantage now swinging in the White Skull Windbreakers' favor. Turn 6 for Mr. Yuck. Boot Polish, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the bits. 2-die block and a double skulls is a reroll. Final reroll for Mr. Yuck. They're going to get a push out of this. It was. My apologies. My apologies. Von Rue asks, how do you blow the Orc battle horn? If you're watching on Twitch, just below the video, there's a sound alerts panel, and you can spend bits in the sound alerts panel to play any one of those sound alerts that you like. Big loss here for Mr. Yuck. Failed the really stupid roll with Mr. Yuck himself, and it's going to remain really stupid. This is not the turn you want that. SB Beaver and Clavius, thank you very much for the bits. SB Beaver asks, where's the Nurglehorn? There's one. There's one down there. I promise you. Big loss for Mr. Yuck here. So when you fall really stupid here, these question marks mean not only do you lose your action, but you lose all of these tackle zones. Yeah, so now he's got to pull a player in. SB Beaver, thank you for the bits. No, Vonru, they cost bits. So you buy bits through Twitch, and then you can spend bits on channels. Two-die block on Mr. Clean multi-surface gets a push here. Big loss means that Mr. Yuck had to pull some players over. That one is so long. That's why I set it to 50, but maybe it needs to go up to $1. But I appreciate the bits. Thank you very much, Cliveface. I appreciate it. White Skull Windbreakers with 2 rerolls remaining, trying to figure out how to get this ball into the end zone with a whole bunch of Nurgle players in front of them. Clive says, you think making them trivially more expensive will prevent me from trying to distract you? I hope not. One die block gets Tide Pod, gets the pal here to free up the ball. Old Gamer Mike demands death. Says there's not enough in this game. Sure, you've injured a few players, but have you killed anyone? Good pickup after the free reroll with sure hands, and the ball is now in the hands of Silent but Deadly. 2 rushes back to center pitch to get into scoring position. Now 5 spaces away, has some breathing room. Boot Polish, thank you for the bits. Another rush to try to keep this ball carrier protected as best as he can. 1 die block against Windex. Got a pal here. Wow. After the good block, runs away to safety. Relative safety, anyway. 2-die blitz is going to be a knockdown on Mr. Clean multi-surface. Dog the Minotaur setting up these tackle zones, trying to prevent Mr. Yuck players from getting at the ball. Very effective defense here by Mr. Yuck, but they're out of rerolls. And the offense is knocking on the door of the end zone. Can they stop them for one more turn? I finally got some desperately needed skills on my human team. Stand up blitz. by Tide Pod. It's going to be a knockdown against Turtle Burp, the big gun blocker. Remember, has to follow up due to Frenzy, but is now cleared to continue moving. Boot Polish asks, what you get? Block, guard, and tackle. Failed 3+ dodge. Oh no, that's a turnover. At turn 8, the Windbreakers could just waltz this ball in. There he goes. Well done. 1-0 the score. Tried his best, but Vendor just couldn't stop the offense. Had an excellent defense, but will get a crack at scoring himself here in the second drive of the first half. Just one turn left, unless, of course, there's a timeout. You can see Doug the Minotaur just putting the 3 on the line that he has to. Everybody else is going to scrape out the end zone in relative comfort and safety. Mr. Yuck to set up the 10 that they have in this final drive of the first half. Mr. Yuck setting up 6 on the line. 7 on the line, 8, 9 currently on the line, 2 wide to the left. If there's going to be a timeout, he wants somebody who can run on the line, but somebody still has to receive. Looks like he doesn't, not even going to bother with receiving. So 10 on the line. I think with this setup, Doug just kicks it dead center. Don't even risk it. Here's the kick. Yep, ball's going to stay on the pitch. Well done. Now nothing to do but block and blitz. All 10 players on the line. Daisy Cutter 74, welcome to the stream. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Boot Polish, we used to block uphill both ways in the snow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very surprised you didn't try to play. I mean, if you get the timeout, right, you want to go for it. Double pals on the untrained troll. A 9+. Did I say untrained? I did, because that's the word. I said untrained, but in my head I thought locomotive. Gets the knockdown here. One final player. That's going to be Under Thunder. Doesn't have a reroll. Going in on the foul. Here it is. 2-die foul, rather. Blitz. 2-die blitz gets a push. I think that'll do it, unless he's other than a pass for SPP. Nope, gotta keep trying to knock this player down. Chain pushing to continue to take blocks. Fair enough. Good play. 3-die against Under Thunder. Now gets the foul. Looking for a 10+ to break armor. Now he can go after this ball. There it is. That's going to be the receiver. Magnus looking to pick up the SPP on Mr. Clean multi-surface. 1 point of SPP. Bring him up to 6. Quick pass. So remember, Doug the Minotaur has on the ball. Of course, decides not to use it. Good pass to pick up that extra point of SPP. Very well done here by Mr. Yuck. Always looking for opportunities to pick up SPP, as you should be. Second half about to begin. The White Skull Windbreakers in the lead 1-0 after a very hard-fought first half. Mr. Yuck to set up in an anchor defense. I'm sorry, not Mr. Yuck. White Skull Windbreakers to set up in an anchor defense. And now the offense. Mr. Yuck, their first time on offense here in the game. They're down 1-0. And now the question is, are they playing for the tie or playing for the win? Probably playing for the tie. The skill difference, skill as in skills on the players, not skills in the coaches. But the skill difference is so great that I think if you can get a draw out of this, you're okay, right? And if they draw, they continue to be tied in first place. All right, scatter shot offense here for Mr. Yuck. Here's the kick, deep kick. But Mr. Yuck will get a free die roll on this kickoff return. They got it. It's in the hands of Magnets. Second quarter begins. Mr. Yuck down a player. Has one-man player advantage for the White Skull Windbreakers. They're going to hand off to Tide Pods, it looks like. Or perhaps not. Two-die block on the left defensive end. This will be a knockdown. Lemon Pledge, the blocker. Breaks armor, gets a stun. Fivey says, why activate a handoff and then not use it, I wonder? I think it's like a bug. I see this a lot. I'm not sure. Two-die block on that right outer linebacker. Duck call. This is by Lord Borak himself. Doesn't break armor. I see, you can default it. Fair enough. Mr. Yuck slithers on down the right wide zone. Two-die block back at the line on the right defensive end, gets a knockdown. I know, that was really fast. I don't like that. I don't like that animation. Turn 9 now for the Windbreakers. I know, right? I don't like it. Boot polish says I get cranky when I roll 12 on armor break, then I get a stun, waste of 6s. I know, right? It feels like you should be able to bank your 6s. It's like, look, man, can I just save this for later? Windbreakers trying to decide what to do here on defense. This is their first shot on defense. You see where control of the offense currently resides. Let's call it this. We'll call it this. I know I'm missing tackle zones, like here and stuff, but this is where control of the offense currently lies, and he's going to try to crack this open. You can see him taking a mark with the blitzer here. Oh, big loss. Big loss on the troll. Fails the really stupid roll. And now that troll is going to hang out at mid-pitch with no tackle zones. This might delay the Windbreakers by a turn. Windbreakers with this skill advantage. This is indeed what they want to do. They want to take these marks. They want to start beating people up. But they definitely don't want to lose their lead. Marigold, not a particularly fast team. Doesn't have to worry too much about them getting behind him. The Windbreakers resetting their defense here, trying to carve out some of the pitch for themselves, trying to stop this encroachment on the right wide zone. Turtleberg takes the mark now, or I'm sorry, doesn't take. Did he take a mark? Did take a mark. Takes a mark on that left corner of this or let's call him a left tackle. Left tackle on the line. Two-die block in turn 10 for Mr. Yuck. Duck call is going to be pushed around a bit by Lord Borak the Despoiler. And now a two-die on Turtleburp is going to be a knockdown. Pushes him back toward the defense. And stays put. Repositions the down lineman, scubbing bubbly bleach gel. Declaring a blitz with the Frenzy Pestigore. This is Tide Pod. Remember, they have horns. So long as they're blitzing, they get a +1 to their strength. There's that two-die. Oh, no, he'll want to re-roll this. Yes, indeed. Down to 2 re-rolls. Gets a push out of it. Frenzy follow-up. Another two-die block. And this time gets the knockdown he was looking for. 10+ breaks armor. Mr. Yuck down to 2 rerolls for the game. They're dipping into the bonus clock. Haven't dipped too heavily into bonus time. They're still have 6 minutes, 22 seconds left on their bonus clock, as opposed to the 2 minutes, 32 seconds that Doug the Minotaur has. Took a lot of time there trying to craft that TD that he successfully worked out in the first half. Mr. Yuck advancing the ball to their own 4-yard line. Repositions Windex behind the ball carrier to try to protect the ball carrier from all sides. And now, turn 10 back to the Windbreakers. Two-die block on Raid, Ant, and Roach Spray. Gets a push out of this. Minute 20 on the clock here. What's called Windbreakers with all 3 of their rerolls. On defense, especially as a bashy team, you have to calculate a little bit. Like, you want to be bashing your opponent for sure, but you don't want to be doing it willy-nilly, where you have nobody who's actually playing D, and then the ball just sort of casually walks behind you. Very few teams want to play that way, I think. I think maybe a Chaos Chosen team, when they're skilled up, might play that way. I think Underworld plays that way, where, you know, for a little while, they don't care about the ball. Whether you score or not, they don't care. They don't care. They're going to beat you up for a few turns, and then they're going to force you to try to score, and they're going to try to win 2-1. Two-die blitz by Ajax Powder Cleanser gets the knockdown. Follows up and marks Magnets, the ball carrier, along with Mr. Clean Multi-Surface. And now going in for these marks, but the ball carrier marked. Now he's going to go in and take his marks and make this offense struggle to regroup. There's another one on Windex, just to the left of the ball carrier. Moves up. Boot polish, thank you for the bits. Moves the safety up into a linebacker position. Doug Mintar really tends to do a really good job with this on defense. He's out. He always has somebody back in the secondary, no matter what, and he has them positioned very well. He's not so deep where he's not in the drive. He's not so close up where he's in danger of getting plucked out of the drive, but always has somebody as a contingency. Mr. Yuck double skulls again, re-rolls this into a push. And now two-die block on Turtle Burp. The number 3 blocker gets a POW out of this. No, one re-roll left for the game. Clevy says, wow, push him into the ball carrier. I mean, why not, right? It's a 3+ dodge regardless. If he wants that space to, or that, or if what's going for the blitz here, but that's unfortunately not going to work out without spending the final reroll. He's got it here. He'll get the knockdown, but Mr. Yuck, with no rerolls remaining here in turn 11, they've got 6 turns to play, where the odds on all of their actions have now dramatically changed. One die block on the number 10 blitzer on the right side of this ball carrier. Gets a POW. Breaks armor even. This was a mighty blow blitzer and gets a stun. That's great for Mr. Yuck. That's one turn where that big player with mighty blow and guard, as well as the block skill, of course, is going to be out of the drive. Perhaps even 2 turns if this ball starts to work away from the stunned player. The stunned player is only going to have 3 MA to move 2 turns from now. There's that 3+ dodge. Repositions the ball now. The ball back at mid-pitch on Mr. Yuck's own 8-yard line. One more space forward, and that is the end of the turn. Turn 11 back to the Windbreakers. Poopa says, I think the slug forgot what he's doing. Two-die block. This will work out due to the block skill. And got another removal. Well done. 2-man player advantage now for the Windbreakers. Old Gamer Mike asks, Slug did not even try to move, right? That is correct. Mr. Yuck staying in that right wide zone. Wenger might have thought he saw an opportunity to maybe break through this defense and get behind Mr. Yuck and then be able to reposition some players. Maybe a blitz with Borak, reposition a player, get some safety on the ball, but hasn't worked out that way. Two-die block against Tide Pod. This is the Frenzy Pestigore. Look at a knockdown. Won't break armor. Stand up, double rush to take a mark on Magnets. Again, the ball carrier finding himself marked, and here comes the two-die blitz. That will work out. Doug the Minotaur is going to get the knockdown on the ball carrier. We'll see where the ball scatters. And the ball's going to scatter. A space down pitch. Up pitch, down pitch, back pitch. We'll say back pitch. Two rushes for the pickup by the one who denied it. Well done by the Windbreakers to recover this ball here on defense. They have the ball on Mr. Yuck's 10-yard line after a number of rushes. After the good blitz on the ball carrier. Comes in, 1, 2, 2 rushes to a ball pickup. Boot Baller says, double rush, does he have no shame? And now you can see the Windbreakers marking the entirety of this Miracle team. Wow! 3+ dodge to a failed 3+ dodge to a successful reroll. This player is now here. The thrower, silent but deadly, in the right wide zone on the 8-yard line. Turn 12 for Mr. Yuck. They've got to make a comeback here. Got to recover this ball. I think statistically he should get yards. He should get yardage for this. Minute 10 on the clock for Mr. Yuck. No rerolls for the rest of the game. They reposition Mr. Clean multi-surface in front of that thrower. They take a mark behind with Scubbing Bubbles bubbly bleach gel. And now Mr. Yuck succeeded on the really stupid roll. That was a 50-50. Really stupid is a 2+ roll so long as you have a teammate adjacent to you. That was a 6+ dodge. Mr. Yuck. That might have been a misclick. Mr. Yuck coming in to take a mark. Failed the 6+ dodge. Really should just call it a 6. But failed the 6+ dodge. If you don't have a teammate next to you, it's a 4+ to pass really stupid. Pass the really stupid roll, but failed that that dodge that needed a 6. And now just a single player marks the ball carrier, who is indeed in scoring position. And there's the knockdown. So the ball carrier will not score this turn, but I don't think he planned on doing that regardless. Blitz eats one of your MA when you take the blitz action. It's basically a movement and a block all in the same turn, but the block costs one of your points of movement. And now the ball carrier going to move to safety. 2 rushes all the way over into the left wide zone. The one who denied it, the blitzer. Number 9. All the way to safety. Has the ball on Mr. Yuck's 22-yard line. Nobody's going to get at him. And now just taking blocks. Gets a POW on Ajax Powder Cleanser. This is the number 10 bloater. Looking for casualty SPP. Repositions to take a 2-die block. Gets the block on Scubbing Bubbles himself. I love how the camera, the camera just pulls in so you see the snapback by the player. Gets stunned there. Well, that's a stun. Player is already out of the drive. There you can see after this run, after the failed dodge, took the blitz to free up the ball carrier, and now that's going to be an almost guaranteed touchdown. They'll increase the Windbreakers lead 2-0 in turn 13. Yeah, that's a good point, Lou. He is out of place. Windbreakers with just 32 seconds on the bonus clock left. They're in the lead 1-0. Mr. Yuck now. Fourth quarter begins. Mr. Yuck started this turn on offense, but lost this ball in the third quarter, and now, boy, I don't think there's anything we can do. And now we're just going to have to play for some points. Maybe pray to Nuffle that something works out, that they get a draw out of this, but there's not a lot of time on the clock here. Stand up blitz on Duck Call gets the knockdown by Tide Pod the Frenzy Pestigore. Repositions to take a mark on the troll. Lord Borak now has a 2-die block on the troll, but it's only gonna be a push. Turn 13 back to the Windbreakers. This single Pestigore is not going to force the score this turn. The Windbreakers with 2 rerolls left. They'll get a blitz on Mr. Clean multi-surface. Oh, take that rush. Take that rush! You coward! It's going to try to take the blitz. And repositions ball carrier back toward the right side, it seems. Two-die block way behind the ball. Gets a knocked out, but nothing out of it. One mark on Mr. Clean multi-surface, the only player threatening the ball carrier. Here's the blitz. Two-die blitz. Got the knockdown. That's what he wanted. The follow-up here for sure. Yes, indeed. Wow, even broke armor. Got a removal out of it. Well done. They'll reposition this blitzer and then move this ball carrier back to the right. Well done here by Doug the Minotaur. Two-die block back at the line of scrimmage, looking for some casualties. Very well fought first half of this game, but Doug the Minotaur's defense here in the second half knew exactly what to do, had the skills, took the blocks, applied the pressure right when he needed to, recovered this ball, and now they are in control on the opposing 24-yard line with no sight of the opposing team. 2 rushes to take a mark on the one who supplied it. So Wenger continuing to play ball here, going for the rush blitz, but failed the second rush. Rush blitz with the frenzy player failed. Two-die blitz on Magnets. That was the assist on that blitz. He gets knocked down, stays put right where he is. Doug the Minotaur choosing the both down result to make sure that Magnets stays marked. Two-die block on Windex is going to be a knockdown. He gets a stun. I think that's our first failed foul appearance roll here. Tries to take a block on Ajax Powder Cleanser. Every time you take a block again or a blitz against this a player with a foul appearance, you have to roll a d6. On a 1, you are so disgusted by their appearance, which, look, I mean, come on, that's beauty. That's beauty. How could you be disgusted by that? You'd be so disgusted by their appearance that you refuse to take the action. Tight cage for the Windbreakers in the right corner here of the pitch. Turn 15 for Mr. Yuck. Takes another rush here. Gets another mark on the one who smelt it. And now running Lord Borak away. Lord Borak saving himself? That's a star player. His job is to be in this drive every single turn. You get back here. How dare you? Stand up frenzy blitz gets the knockdown. And now we'll have the assist against the one who supplied it. Two-die block. Oh no, he won't because he's foul prone with Magnets. Good dodge to take a mark on the back right corner of the cage. Both that results in turnover. Turn 15 for the Windbreakers. They're not going to try to stall this for another turn. They're going to walk the ball in and score. 2-0 now. The Windbreakers increase their lead. Well done. Mr. Yuck gonna get back 2 KOs. One turn left in this ball game, 1 for each team. Dog the Minotaur on defense yet again. 3 on the line. Everybody else screening out the the end zone. Lord Borak, you, what are you doing? Don't look at me with those glowing eyes. You disgust me. Thinks he's better than everyone else. Here's the kick. Oh, Doug the Minotaur not only going to get a blitz out of this, gets all 6 pieces, but he's not going to care. Yeah, ball's going to end up on the 4. Mr. Yuck's going to have 1 turn to score. I don't think there's anything they can do at this point. Two-die block will work out due to the block skill on Lord Borak himself. And now a two-die block again on Barking Backside is going to get the knockdown. Mr. Yuck looking for SPP. Gets a push on the left defensive end. Got the knockdown on the right, and now the 2-die on the troll will be a knockdown. Big 10 plus here breaks armor. So nothing out of that series of blocks. Still has his blitz. could also foul, but remember, you don't gain SPP in Blood Bowl for fouling unless there's a prayer to Nuffle that gives it to you. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdown. We'll see if he GG fouls here. He has 4 assists. Nope. He says, I'm good. Turn 16 for the Windbreakers. They're just going to call it. They're going to win this one 2-0. Well done by Doug the Minotaur to win this game. And with that, the White Skull Windbreakers are going to advance into the lead in Division B. 3-1-0 is their record. Congratulations once again to Doug the Minotaur and Mr. Yuck. Going to remain in third place. A pretty solid and secure third place there. We'll see how the rest of the week shakes out. Those top 3 teams are really duking it out here in week 4. It's been a lot of fun to see, and we have a lot more games to go in the Spike Magazine Trophy. Eric Liner says, GG's, but too few injuries, though. Coming up next, we will have a game this Saturday, April 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. That will be Subductus Super Killicarpters versus Duffel to See here. Berserker Tempest versus Clypheus. That is Underworld versus Chaos Chosen, I believe. That'll be this Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then we have a game this Sunday, April 21st at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's going to be the Bonebreakers versus Harlequins PBFC. Gailshi 1 versus BB Nut. 2 more games left to be scheduled this week. And when they get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch our previous games on our YouTube channel. Why did that not work? Whatever. My peripherals aren't working, but you know what? It's the end of the stream, so it's fine. Play Blood Bowl, but have better peripherals on your computer. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, Xbox, and a tabletop form at your friendly local game store until Saturday night, April 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.